Thank you.
Yes, and remember all the great things I've said about you at the top of the show, Al. But I, because this is truly your birthday. Now, everyone, I wrote it down. Gather round, gather round. It's roast time, okay? Today we're celebrating our very own Al Riddle's birthday. Al, you're a man of many talents, some of which include being messy, causing drama, and having a knack for making our workplace feel like a reality TV show. Al's got a unique ability to smile in your face, snap a picture, and go behind your back and talk about you to your coworker that he claims he hates. It's like he's got a PhD in two-faced studies. Okay. Due to Al's special relationship with management and his hypersensitivity, we are not allowed to talk about his failed marriage.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your girl Shay Investigates, and we are back with another one. Okay, so we're gonna jump right into it. What I have been watching is the debacle with TGIF, with Claudia and Al and Armon Wiggins. That drag was no professional drag. It was a drag from hell. Let's go ahead and put that out there. And if I was Al's PR person or publicist, however you guys want to, call it, I would be on the phone to the network. And so if you don't know, Fox Soul is owned by Fox. So I damn sure would have been on the phone with Fox Corporate asking, what the hell is going on? Why is my, client's colleague talking about him like this? This is not professional at all. And people are like, well, I thought it would be a good mix. Why on earth would you think that Armon Wiggins would be a good panelist to be in this, 3-panel type of gossip columnist type of thing going on? Tell me, because I need it to make sense, because I'm not getting it. One, Armon Wiggins is like a person that does not play well with others. I mean, if you haven't been on YouTube for a long time, then you wouldn't know that Armon Wiggins has beef with a lot of people in the Black sector. I have been on YouTube for a long time, so I've seen people come and go, good, bad, or indifferent. I've seen the battles in the background. I've seen all kinds of things, and I just know from a corporate perspective, Armon Wiggins does not align with anything corporate. And people might say, well, they're independent contractors. They are, but they still have to abide by the code of Fox. Fox has a certain requirements that you're supposed to abide by. If not, you can get fired or let go, or your contract not renewed, or however it is they want to, put the verbiage in there, just saying that we don't want to do business with you anymore. I don't know if they're going to come back. I would be very shocked if they did. I mean, things could be amiss, and this could be a total wrong direction that I'm going down as I, spew what I'm thinking, but I don't think that's good business. If I'm looking at it from a business perspective, why on earth would I want 3 people that I've hired to be going at it like that for someone's birthday? That's just not, it's not something that good business would do. I mean, I don't think that I would see it on mainstream Fox, anything like that. And people are like, well, this is Fox Soul. This is for Black people. So are we not held to the same standard as white people? Are we not held to the same standard as we're going to be professional? We're going to, bring out some tea. Yes, of course. We're going to keep it with that. We are going to be professional, of course. And we are going to do our job. I mean, I think if I got paid $250,000 a year, I would do everything in my power to keep my job. I'm just saying. And I know Armon probably does not have like a whole team that's wrapped around him and what he should or shouldn't say. He's a fly off the cuff type of person. I'm going to say what I want to say when I want to say it, how I want to say it. But when you sign contracts to work with other brands that are not yours, that have had longevity in the game for 50, 60 plus years, Rupert Murdoch, his beast. If you don't know who he is, that is the CEO. Well, I think he recently stepped down and gave it to his son. But when you have like men who are in charge like that, they really don't give over the reins like that. So on paper, it may say his son, but he's still pulling the, strings in the background. But this man is a juggernaut. This man, if you don't know, please go ahead and do your background on Rupert Murdoch. He has a lot of moving pieces. It's a lot of things that this man has the power to be able to do. I'm just saying. So when you step into the boardroom, and everything's been done online, so it's not really a boardroom per se, but you need to act like you really in a boardroom. You can't be acting like that. You can't talk like that. You can't do those shenanigans like that. You are held to a high standard, and they already think black people ghetto. So this just further solidifies that narrative that people are always saying we loud, we ghetto, we not educated, yada 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 yada. Don't play into the stereotypes. Do I think that this is going to be a good outcome for Fox Soul TGIF? No. I think it's always one person. Like they say in the military, it's always one that ruins it for everybody. And it really is always one person. Not saying that Armon is a bad person, not saying that his brand isn't great. His brand is great for him. Now, when you're pulling all these different type of personalities together, it needs to mesh. And people are like, well, I thought it would, putting this person, that person. Okay. So when you are creating a TV show, you do test audiences. You just don't put people together. And that's why they tested a lot of different co-hosts out to see what worked. But you also have to remember, what is that person like on the outside? Like, yeah, we work together, but you have to be able to commingle and talk. I ain't say you got to be best friends, but you need to be able to get along and have some type of cohesion. That cohesion definitely wasn't there. What they had going on definitely seemed like a lot in the background. From an audience perspective, I don't know what's going on in the background. Could be a whole hell of a lot of nothing, but it definitely seemed like something. And it definitely seemed like they weren't on the same page. I'm not saying everybody has to agree, because that'd be lackluster if everybody agreed on the same panel. It just wouldn't make for good TV. You want different perspectives, but at the end of the day, y'all need to have some type of commonality. And the two hosts, Claudia and Al, who have been there for a while, they're from an older generation. They probably have nothing in common with Armon. I'm just being honest, not from financial perspective, just from a perspective of he from maybe Gen Z or millennial, and they're like maybe a little after baby boomers. I'm just saying, they're not young. So that's not the type of demographics they're going to be pulling. Major different demographics, and maybe they wanted a younger audience to pull more, or maybe they wanted a LGBTQ plus to pull more audience members to watch. I don't know. I mean, Al probably himself pulls from the LGBTQ plus because he's bi. So I don't know what their mindset was with how they were going to pick a new co-host. Funky has his own style of doing things when he was the third, and he brought his own type of audience as well. So I guess they were trying to keep it with bringing in the same demographics that Funky might have brought in, but I don't know. I haven't looked at their analytics, so I can't necessarily tell you exactly how they're similar, but I've watched both and they're totally different. They're totally, totally different. Armand has his kiki moments, but they're mean kiki moments. Funky has his kiki moments, but they're always like funny, like shade, and I'm gonna sip my tea or whatever type of feel. And they're just different. One has a mean spirited one, and one has a straight up, like, it's true how I'm telling it to you, and it may be a little, sassy Tita, but I'm giving it to you real. And so that's just where the difference lies. I would say I hope everybody keep their job, but I don't think that's gonna happen because I'm a realist. But we shall see. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Put it in the comments though. Let me know what y'all think. I'm out.